On a small village, tucked between the whispering hills of the Omo forest, there lived a girl named Zara. She wasn't like the other children. While the others danced around fires and listened quietly to their elders, Zara was always chasing shadows, following strange lights and asking questions no one dared to answer. She was curious, too curious. It was a dry season, and the elders warned everyone not to enter the forest at dusk. The veil between worlds is tiniest when the last sunbeam kisses the earth, they said. That's when the spirits wake to trade, but Zara had never been good at listening. One evening, as the village prepared for moonlight prayers, Zara saw someone, a glowing butterfly. But it wasn't just glowing, it shimmered, pulsing with colors she couldn't name, and it was calling her. She followed it, past the yam fields, across the dry riverbed, and into the forest where the trees grew taller than silence, and the air trembled with magic. Deeper and deeper she walked, until suddenly the world changed. The trees opened up into a giant clearing, and there it stood, a market like no other. No stores, no money, just spirits of all shapes, tall, short, smoky, glowing, trading things, not objects but feelings, memories, time, secrets, even laughter. One spirit cackled as it handed over a jar of tears in exchange for a year of someone's life. Another offered a bag of courage for a heart broken in two. Zara blinked, stunned. It was beautiful and terrifying. Then a voice, a sleek, deep voice, like honey poured over thorns, spoke behind her. Well, what do you have here? A living girl, fresh soul, untouched, deliciously reckless. Zara turned to face him, a tall spirit with eyes like burning coal and a heart made of crow feathers. He ran the spirit market, the castle. They called him the trickster spirit, master of all trades. Castle, teasing Zara. You followed the butterfly, didn't you? That wasn't just a guide, it was an invitation. And now that you're here, you must trade something or never leave. Zara's heart pounded. She wanted to run, but something pulled her in. What if I trade my laughter? She asked, thinking it was a small prize. Castle smiled a wild, cruel smile. Done. In a flash, Zara's laughter vanished. She couldn't giggle, couldn't even smile. Her chest felt hollow, like a drum with no rhythm. She returned to the village, but nothing felt the same. Her friends joked. She stayed quiet. Her mother tickled her. She didn't even grin. A week passed. Then, too, Zara grew cold, angry, lost. She didn't realize how precious her joy was until it was gone. One night, unable to sleep, she ran back to the forest, back to the market. But the rules had changed. This time, she had to win her laughter back in a game of trade. A dangerous challenge few completed. Castle laughed when she returned. The girl returns. But laughter, once traded, cannot be simply bought. You must give up something greater or win it through the impossible. Zara agreed, and so the game began. The rules were cruel. She had to cross 3 trials, walk through the valley of forgotten names without losing her own identity. 2. Resist the temptation of the mirror spirit who offered her everything she ever wanted. And finally, sacrifice something she loved dearly to show the value of what she lost. In the valley of forgotten names, spirits called her name in twisted versions. Zazie, Zora, Zara. She stumbled, confused, weak, but she pressed her hands against her chest and whispered, I am Zara, daughter of Ifoma, grandchild of the soil. The winds calmed. She passed. On the second trial, the mirror spirit rose from a silver pool, showing Zara a life of riches, laughter and love, if only she gave up her memories of pain. It was tempting, so tempting, but she clenched her fist and stepped back. I need my pain, it reminds me who I am. The mirror shattered. And then came the final trial. She had to give up her most cherished memory the day her late father carried her on his shoulders, sinking under the rain, the last day she ever laughed from her soul. Her eyes welled up. That memory was all she had left of him, but to regain her laughter, she let it go. Tears streamed down her face as the memory faded, but something bloomed inside her. And just like that, her laughter returned, but it wasn't the same. It was deeper, wiser, full of sorrow and joy, interwoven like rain and sunlight. Zara looked around, the spirit bowed, even Castle nodded, his crooked smile softening. You've paid your price, girl, and earned your prize. Go. Zara walked out of the spirit market just as the first light of dawn kissed the earth. She never spoke of the market to anyone, but from that day on, whenever someone in the village lost anything dear, joy, peace, courage, Zara would sit with them, hold their hands and tell stories. Stories full of magic, full of truth, and always ending in laughter. And so, the girl who traded her laughter became the woman who taught others how to find theirs again. Not all trades are about gain. Some are about becoming. And the spirit market, it still exists, hidden between words, waiting. So if you ever hear drums in the forest, don't follow the butterfly unless you are ready to pay the price.